All right, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast trials, and we are continuing the third and final flashback therapy here with Toxic Shock. We've done Bambino, then Countdown, and now we're wrapping it up with Toxic Shock here. Of course, we're currently on the third trial of the event, which is Punish the Miscreants here. And if you missed it, I highly recommend checking out the Pleasure the Prosecutor video, which was trial number 2. My God, that was a nightmare. And I must say, I can only dread the day that trial comes around on Naked and Afraid. That might just be impossible or require strat finding that is frankly legendary. So we'll have to wait and see if that ever comes around. But anyways, we're here on Punish the Miscreants. Nothing can be as bad as what we just went through, so I'm looking forward to knocking out these MKs as we got the 2 full trials out of the way. We're up against, of course, the same 6 variators, the main 2 being Toxic Shock and Collect the Rats. Toxic Shock making it so that every minute and a half, the trial will fill with toxic gas, and you must hide in a hiding spot for to not take damage. And then Collect the Rats replaces the secondary poster objective with drugged rats around the trial that you must collect to complete it. We also have Increased Threat 2, Limited Hide Spots, Unreliable Doors, and Psychosurgery itself. I'm rocking Stunners, I can smash, and cutting my standard setup. Let's jump into this trial and see how we can do. One thing, of course, about those drugged rats is that they are needing 5 of them instead of the usual 3 for posters. And can I just say, it's going to feel so nice for the rest of this to not have to worry about BS barely visible lasers that can blow up and destroy my life. I'm really looking forward to that. There are thankfully no Franco MK challenges in the event here, and we should be all good. And I mean, we are just off to a roaring start with 2 bricks and a rig recharger here as we unlock the good old toolbox, I guess I would call it. I don't really know if it has an official name. That makes the most sense to me. Always keeping an eye out for those rats. We've already got 2, which is a good start, but we would like to get as many as quickly as possible. You know, one thing I didn't see on any of my attempts at Pleasure the Prosecutor was a padlocked door, which I just witnessed up here. So that's a bit strange. I don't know if they don't spawn on that map or what the deal is there. Don't forget to smash the like button down below, by the way, guys. I was a bit delayed on that. I kind of forgot we were hitting a button so soon. And I have completely disregarded the event, so that is not good. We need a hiding spot, and we need one right now. Thankfully, we were saved by a barrel. But knowing the night vision guy, he's probably going to come down here and pull me out.
Just try it.
It was a joke.
You can't hide forever.
It was a joke, buddy. Yeah. Almost doesn't even look like Toxic Shock is going on, but it certainly is. Now we can get out and go grab our Miscreant. This trial, of course, being one of the 2 that have a very similar layout, the other being Open the Gates. Open the Gates, the far more difficult trial, at least in my opinion, I think most people's opinion. So we were blessed with this easier one. Actually, we might also have Open the Gates. I don't actually remember the full trial list. Watch out for that glass. But yeah, 1 more drugged rat to go, and we'll be in the clear on that. Let's get working on the rest of these miscreants. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, the Smash Amp can also come in pretty handy on this trial in particular, since there's a locked gate in between each of the sections. And guys, I did forget during the first button pressing scenario, but do not forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. We're going to be doing a big escalation live stream for 1,000 subs that you're not going to want to miss. So help us get there, and it'll be around before you know it. Oh shit! Well, this is bad. This is bad. This is very bad, actually. This is disastrous. It's over, I think. I just whipped my stun because I thought they were hot on my tail. But that may have actually given me away, and now I'm going to get pulled out into the toxic gas. Wow. Yeah, I gotta say, another scenario of dubious lighting, in my opinion. I certainly would not consider this to be... Well, actually... It is a bit brighter than I would have expected. Where does this kids thing lead? Buttons crossing sectors is honestly a fairly common occurrence in this trial, I would say, in general. And likely no need for the smashing of the other co-op door since we have this area available. A couple more bricks to resupply as I've squandered my current ones, and that completes our secondary objective. We are going to need... Okay, well that's unfortunate. But also, it might work out well for us at the end of the day since we can now scamper on over here where our button is and smash that in, and honestly... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Always the potential you are jumping yourself directly into a trap when you do it like that. So not advisable, but worked out for us today. We are going to need to hide here soon. But that worked out quite well for us. Not debatably the hardest area. I mean, this area here is probably the easiest, and then the first two are similar-ish. But that one's the most wide open generally, with the merry-go-round in the middle, giving a lot of sight lines to enemies. And of course, the first and third area being lit up, or well, first and third area of the fun park itself. Of course, the upstairs, which is technically the first area for the children gathering situation, is dark as well. But also that has the night vision guy, so this has got to be the easiest area. Of course, always a good idea to drop the child when you're not actively moving it, because its speech can and will attract the attention of enemies, which is incredibly annoying when it does happen. And get a spare rat. Why not? We are a little low on stamina here. We're just going to want to hot-foot it into the building here as fast as we can. Watch out for that glass, and that'll be us good for child number 2. And let's see, we do have a locker there should the need arise. We are getting close to another toxic shock, most likely. But if possible, we could get working on our third child here before that fully comes around. Although I'm not sure how far we'll get with it before we need to abandon. Ditched it a little bit early because I was figuring I would most likely want to come back to this spot for the hiding. I feel like all that Pleasure the Prosecutor has me playing at a pretty refined level at this point, and given the lack of Franco and his horrible traps, and just generally this trial being easier, it's not necessarily required of me, so I am thankfully doing fairly well and going quickly, and we should have this thing done in no time at all. I think there's one or two not very good trials. I think we have destroyed the evidence in this set, which is never fun. At least in my opinion, but other than that one in particular, I can't remember any others that were all that bad. Is this guy in here with the child? No. So we can grab our final child off of its stand here, I guess you'd say. And there's wood boards blocking that guy's not going to get through with any sort of speed. Okay, I think I can run here. And sometimes the children bug like that. Most of these voice lines are meant for when they're on the ground and you've dropped them, but clearly I'm still holding it. So we'll wait out one last toxic shock occurrence in this locker here, and then we'll be probably home free for the trial. I mean, we still have our rig recharger that we picked up at the very beginning. So, yeah, we only had one little close call with the giant where I foolishly jumped in a hiding spot thinking it was in the dark, but in fact was not. But even then we were able to get away from that somehow without even needing to use my rig. I threw it at the floor, but it was ineffectual and got the reduced cooldown, so that's pretty lucky because the AoE is quite large on the fully upgraded stun rig. Larger than it looks. Toss our final child on into the grinder and just take off running to the ending. That guy is very far up. Normally he is much further back in this area, but not today apparently. And that's that right there. So I hope I've at least slightly redeemed myself in some people's eyes on, and that I'm not too horrible at the game. I mean, that Pleasure the Prosecutor is just very difficult. Not that this trial would ever really pose a big challenge, but still, you know, I feel like that was fairly cleanly done. Oh, just barely missed the sub 10, but A+, 10 minutes, 49 seconds, punish the Miscreants, Toxic Shock, Psycho Surgery here. And that should be no demerits as well. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. Nice return to form after the absolute slog of the prior video. And we will be moving on to the remaining 6 MK challenges starting in the next video. So I'll see you guys there. Peace out.